Hey, 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 social media family. Are y'all ready to talk about how I use AI in developing and building out my leadership team? If yes, let me hear you say, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, y'all. Can y'all tell I am in a silly mood? My husband this morning was like, girl, what is going on with you? It's like I took an Epsom salt bath last night. Y'all, I had went to go get a massage and my body was painted. Right? Have y'all had that like where your body is just painted? Your body is painted. Okay, so my body was painted. And y'all, I went to go get I take an Epsom salt bath and I just relaxed last night and this morning, took my vitamins, my magnesium. And so I am like, let's Oh, all right. So, anyway, y'all, I am bringing the fire for you on day number 3. Okay, day number 3 on our countdown to She Leads with AI book release. She Leads with AI book release. Okay. And so, yesterday I had a good time hanging out with y'all when we were talking about day number 4 in time management. And as I was talking, yeah, I was just giving y'all all kinds of information. And 2 topics that came up was one was about how I use AI to build my leadership team. And another one was about using AI for decision fatigue. So anyway, today I'm just going to go ahead and talk to y'all about how I use AI with my leadership team and building out my leadership team. And y'all feel free to drop any comments that you have below and just let me know what y'all think about our videos together. Okay. And so, all right, y'all, just make sure my hair is okay. All right. So let's jump straight in. So, how many of you all have had difficulties in building out your team? And that's whether you are a CEO, you own your own business, or whether you are a leader. One of the biggest things that I have seen, whether it's an organization, Fortune 100, Fortune 500, corporation, whether it's a government agency, whether it's a small business, whether it's a solopreneur that's working with independent contractors, it doesn't matter. Like one of the biggest things that people have issues with is team, right? Employees, contractors, 1099 independent consultants. And so I, of course, have had my fair share. I think anybody that's a CEO, right? You will hire employees or contractors or 1099. And at the beginning, you just think everything is going to be amazing. And sometimes it is, and sometimes it is not. And so, what I really learned just in my many 30 years of doing this work, I know y'all, I started when I was 5. Started when I was 5. Did y'all catch that joke? Because, yeah, I'm older than 35. But it's important for you to have a vision of where your company is going and what team members are going to be required to take your company there. So, a lot of times, what happens is people hire when they have a need. And so the need is pressing. And so they may end up hiring somebody for the position that they would not otherwise have hired if they were not in this pressing position. So one of the things that I really work with my clients in doing is doing a visionary organizational chart. A visionary organizational chart. And really what that is it's looking at the vision that you have for your organization or your business, and it's understanding where do you want to be 2 years from now, 3 years, 5 years from now, whatever your goal is. And so we set up what that organizational chart looks like. So not necessarily the exact people's names that would fit into that organizational chart, because for a lot of the positions, you may not even have a person, or you may have somebody on your team that needs to upskill, right? Meaning that they need to train and develop new skills. So what we do is we develop the visionary chart of what positions or what responsibilities would you need to have. And so I, of course, in my team, we used to do it manually. Oh, we had software, but we would actually go and do each one of the positions individually. And so now with AI, what we do, I'm giving y'all some of my little secrets, okay? I'm giving y'all some of my little secrets. We'll put into AI because we've already trained it on the organization, their goals, their vision, their strategic priorities. So we'll put in there their existing organizational chart, right? And we'll give it some information about the positions, the people in the positions, their skill sets. Like, are they going to be able to grow with a company? Will they have to have training, or what is needed? And then we'll put in there the big vision of where we want the company to go. And then we will have AI to create for us an organizational chart that aligns with the vision of where we want our business to go. And so we look at it in terms of products and services that, a client offers. We look at it in terms of revenue goals. We look at it in terms of if they want to take over, a certain percentage in the market as far as market share or whatever those goals are. And so we'll put it into AI, and what does AI do? It will kick back to you and it will say that this is the organizational structure. These are the roles. These are the positions. And you can even all the way have it down to where it starts getting into the AI function. What is the job responsibility or the job description? What are the KPIs for this role, right? So we help a lot of our clients use AI and infuse it within their HR activity. So we, of course, make sure that it's ethical. We, of course, make sure that it follows the laws for that particular state. But a lot of our clients have been able to develop a very robust HR processing, from onboarding to interviewing, hiring, training, recruiting, performance management. And a lot of the performance management systems now actually utilize AI to help you come up with your KPIs. So a lot of the systems and tools that we're using to really, really grow your business, a lot of them have AI tools or features. But in reference to the organizational chart, AI was able to take our goals, take our strategic priorities, take our existing organizational chart, or for our clients, so the client that we were working with, and develop it. And so I even used it for iSuccess, which is my company. And I put in there, these are our 3 to 5 year goals. This is who our current team is. These are the goals that we're needing to have. Tell me what my organizational chart needs to look like, right? Show me the specialty that each person needs to have in the department. And then ultimately, it wrote me job descriptions, it wrote me interview questions, and I used that information to hire my team, to onboard my team, to train my team, to help me in developing training that could be used over and over and over again. So AI is such a powerful tool. Again, you just have to have your strategy for it and you have to program it for it. Okay. So use AI to help you figure out what your team needs to look like. Build your team, grow your team, and invest your team, because your business or your organization is only as strong as your team. So I'm talking right now to my solopreneurs out there. Like, you want to go from a hardworking entrepreneur, hardworking solopreneur, to a highly paid CEO. And in order to do that, you're going to have a team. And I know one of the biggest things that a lot of entrepreneurs have trouble with is delegating to a team. But you want to make sure that you have your systems in place. Okay, let me write that down. Yeah, because we probably need to talk about systems. I mean, I think I'm coming up probably with more content and more days of information to give y'all than we have in the 30-day challenge. Okay, but don't worry about it. This is just 30 days. We can still work together and spend time together. Okay. All right, guys. So just to put a nice little bow on what I was saying, you can really use AI to help you to build out your visionary organizational chart and really help you to understand what team members you need to have, identify training gaps, and really be able to create a whole robust HR system using AI, and make sure that it follows all of the, or complies with all of the laws, is ethical, has privacy, security protection, etc. Okay. All right, guys. So let me get out of here. Okay. All right. So if you've not got your copy of She Leads with AI, make sure that you click the link below, or She Leads with AI. She Leads with AI book.com. She Leads with AI book.com. All right, y'all. I'll see you tomorrow. And I already came up with one of the topics that I'm going to talk about tomorrow. So we'll see what it is. And again, we don't have a couple more days left, but if there's something that you want us to talk about, drop it in the comments. Okay. Bye bye. I'm out.